Welcome back, lads and lasses, to Dan Ventures Out. Today we're continuing our trip in the Australian bush. We're going to be checking out some spots to see some deer. We're going to be cooking some really good food. Join us for this awesome continuation of our adventure. We're up. It is early. It's 6:45 at the moment. And we're gonna be heading out here in like 5-10 minutes. But after yesterday's sighting of some deer, we're pretty keen to get out there and set up before kind of sunrise. And we're gonna head out and see if we can see some more deer. We're on the move. Hoping we'll see some more. Ben's been out here for a couple of days already and he reckons there's been other activity and probably a good chance we'll see something again. That'll be cool. We've made it to our spot here. The sun is just peeking up over the hill over opposite us. We're gonna keep quiet and see if something comes past. Ain't been here 5 minutes. A little wallaby just went on past. Just saw 2 young deer go past. That was so far away, but we could just see them in the binos. Got myself some corn thins. One of my more favourite snacks. Just the original version, because it's actually not too bad. Just tastes like popcorn. I guess one of their biggest downfalls is they make you really thirsty, but they're pretty tasty. Also brought along some other favourite snacks. Woolworths chocolate chip cookies. They go pretty hard. They're really good if you warm them lightly on the fire. I'm trying to use the speaker there to attract the deer to the area. So that's what their call basically sounds like. Just trying to get them to come more towards us so we can get a good angle on them from here. Whoa, the sun's coming out now. It's actually really bright. It's right in our faces. And that's what it looks like. A bit blinding. And you guys might be thinking, why do donkeys have your hivers inside out? Well, it's so that it doesn't reflect, and hopefully it won't scare off any deer. So it's by design. It's not that we're too lazy. Pretty cool looking stag. Ben saw him. I missed that this time. But cool.
It is perfect for us.
Mm. Where's the stag? There he is. There he comes now. Hmm. He just ran. Not too long ago we saw a really nice stag come up this way. Been through the corn as he was walking past, and he full turned around and started coming towards us. It's probably the biggest one I've ever seen, but Ben was saying there's bigger ones out there. I was like, oh wow, okay. We're sending out these calls across the fields here, and every now and again we think we're hearing a reply. I mean, it kind of sounds cowish, but it seemed to be coming closer or getting louder over the last like 15-20 minutes, so who knows, we may be doing the right thing and calling him in. We'll be down here now for I think 4 or 5 hours. It's past 10:30 now. We're gonna move on to another spot. Oh, we're just sitting here. Ben send out some calls. So we hear a lot of like mooing or roaring down here. Just kind of hanging out here for a little bit longer in our new spot. Now I hope you guys can hear that. There's definitely some roaring going on, I think. So we're just back at camp, and I thought I'd throw up some of the snacks I brought with me this time. So I've got corn thins as my kind of filler snack. Then I take veggie straws with me for the salt content, and they're not too high on fat content, so they're pretty good for taking with you hiking. And then of course our sugar component is our Woolies chocolate chip cookies. Definitely high in calories, but you know, if you're out on the trail, you're getting lethargic, take a break, have a cookie and some water, and it'll help you recuperate. So there. Just out here making myself a feed. Got a little sanger going, tomato cheese and some turkey with sauce, and secret ingredient, I'm gonna throw some veggie straws on there. But while I was doing that, I was like, oof, I think it's about time for a coffee. So I got my Camp Master little jet boil. Start her up. Turn it down a little bit. Got a bit of water in there. Pop the lid on. We'll have coffee in like 3 minutes. Alright, got my sanger. Yes, with me veggie straws on there. Does alright. Yeah, it does alright. Got a cookie and a coffee. Good stuff. My favorite combos. Just doing a quick camp clean up here. Gonna toss all the stuff into the fire pit so I can burn it a bit later on. Make sure it's not gonna blow away. Well, it's just past 1 o'clock and we're not heading out till 3:30. But for now I'm gonna watch some preloaded YouTube videos on my phone and finish my coffee. Not bad. It's the type of camping I do enjoy. Well, I thought I'd just explain to you guys a little bit about my choice of campsite here. I've decided to put myself in a spot that's quite flat. There's no rocks underneath, and I've put myself near some shrubs and trees for a good reason. It'll help block the wind overnight when it's really cold, so that obviously the tent, or the swag rather, stays nice and warm. Another thing to consider is not going too close to overhead trees, because there's always a chance when it's really windy that the branches may fall onto your tent or swag. So you want to situate yourself close to trees but not under trees for risk of self-harm basically. I'm still up here hanging out until it's time to continue our hunt, so I thought I'll start collecting some tinder and stuff for tonight's fire. I'll need a little bit of bark off the trees, and the gum tree bark is actually a pretty good fire starter, which there is gum tree bark. You know, everywhere. You just gotta check out for spiders and stuff hiding in the curled up bark, which often happens, but I don't think I'm safe this time. So that'll be the first thing we light. Fire pit here that we have set up. It's got a good amount of rocks to stop the wind from blowing out the embers when we start the fire, and it really helps keep the heat kind of located towards us, which is good. But we'll need some bigger medium tinder. So we've got the first stuff over here, and then we got medium stuff and, you know, a bunch of the big stuff, but we need some small to medium sized stuff. Now, because most of these trees are not dead, they are all green, it's just dry and arid in most of Australia. I mean, they're not real good for tinder, but there's plenty of fallen debris on the floor, which can be good. Just gotta make sure to pick up the stuff that isn't moist from the ground. Just pick up any old branches that have fallen down. You need the really small stuff, like 2 or 3 mils thick, to start it up. You got plenty of that kind of stuff around like this. Again, just watching out for spiders and snakes and all that good stuff. When you're building a fire, you want to put the stuff that's going to light the easiest at the bottom and try and stack the rest on top. Now, ideally, you'll make yourself something that kind of resembles a teepee and stack the smallest stuff close to your initial lighting point, so that it'll start lighting the bark, catch the smaller sticks on fire, and move on to the bigger sticks with the heat of the flames, basically. Ready for a third time. It's the afternoon of our second day here, and we're just walking down and saw 2 small deer and 4 roos before we even sat down. Which is a pretty good sign. Well, it's been over an hour, a little over an hour until sunset, and then an hour and a half till last light. Still a fair amount of time. It's now night time. We've been out here for a bit over 4 hours, but no luck. So we're just gonna head back to camp and have ourselves some dinner. It's a good 20-minute walk up a hill here though, so I ain't gonna be rushing. Well, I'm not gonna be rushing. Slow and steady. Alright, we're back at camp finally, and we're getting ready to cook up here. Got ourselves nachos sorted out. Got the ingredients lined up. Get our beef. Peeled tomatoes this time because we ain't like the skin. We got beans, cheese, tortilla chips, taco mix. It's gonna be pretty damn good, I reckon. And we've already got it lit up, warming up, because we all hungry boys today. So we'll get this beef started real quick. I think it'll be alright, man, but I will definitely get some garlic in there. I'll make it nice, I reckon. You know what, I'll wait till it's cooked a little further.
Agreed.
In case it burns it, but...
You guys got some chili? You want some chili?
If you want it for spicy, you can.
Chili?
Yes, probably, yeah.
Do you chili? Oh, okay. Gotta put yours. No, it's come nice. I thought some of the grey might have come out because I've seen other goat skins where they were look real grey. So we went into those new green.
Alright, this time with the beans, gave them a bit of a drain. I think it'll help them cook up better than last time. Put those in. Add the spice mix now. So let the spices bloom in the oil here. And then mix that in. Nice colour. Get it up to temp, and then we'll mix them all together. Alright, spices are toasted. And I'll mix them all in here. Beef is fully cooked. It's a little further than we like, but that's okay. Get it all peeled Italian tomatoes, juice and all. They will be whole, so we'll break them up, but they are peeled, which is very nice for us. So break those up. And you'll notice I'm only using a spoon because yes, that is the only utensil we have brought with us this time. So really mashing those tomatoes, smush them with the spoon. Might get a bread knife out if we need it. Look at that, there's a sneaky skin anyways. The buggers. That is definitely my pet hate with tomatoes. I don't like tomato skin. There's another bit there. Hiya. Add some water to the can. Give it a swirl. Get out all that tomato juice. And you're going to be looking at this as like, why is there so much liquid? But trust, the longer it cooks, the better the flavour will be. So adding the water will extend the cook time, make it even more flavourful. And now, we let it cook for half an hour. Alright, we got our kindling already. We're going to unravel our cotton ball here. Curl it around a stick. Make it into like a mini torch. The end in some Vaseline. Don't need much, just to kind of get a bit of it in there. We've got our flint and steel. I'm going to catch it onto the bottom of the cotton ball, and then you've got a little flame. You sit that under your bark, and it'll slowly burn and light the bark. And I've already set up some small twigs nearby here to get the fire going. I'll get some bigger ones sitting on top. Well, that should get going pretty easy, yeah? It's smoky, but there we go. Alright, we're still going with our beef mince here, but it's starting to reduce down. It's soaking up the fond on the bottom of the pan too, flavouring our tacos. Looking good though, looking good. Gonna have to give it a taste. It's nicely salted, could be a little more spicy. Might put some pepper in there, I think. Pepper spice is okay. Now I'll grab me another spoon here. Got a little pack here with extra utensils. Keep these two spoons separate. A tasting spoon, which I get. Yeah, no, we're out camping, but we're not animals. Kind of. Got a disinfectant cloth here. Notice I've switched spoons. Pretty good. You can see the bottom of the pan has no fond left, which means all the flavour is in the sauce here. We've made some good progress here. Beef mince is looking really good. The sauce is thickened up a heap. I'll set up some chips on the plates here. Looks good, look at that. Young fella contributed some mozzarella cheese, so we're going to throw that on top after the meat's done too, let it melt. The mix is done. I'm going to pop some on top of our chips here.
Fucking lucky Brandon was here. That would have been a lot of meat for me in here.
100%.
These gourmet tacos.
We'll top it with some cheese, let it melt, and we're done. There we go. Well, we're done with our dinner here. Gotta give it a try. Got the cheese on top, got the meat. Oh yeah, that's good. Nice and salty. Bit spicy. Got the beans in there for a bit of body. Yeah, it's good. And sitting here watching the fire roar. Boy oh boy. Even better. It ain't a camp out unless you have marshmallows and chocky bickies for some s'mores. We got a roaring fire today though, so it is hot. There we go. We've got our marshmallows done. Gonna sandwich that between our biscuits. Still good. Oh yeah. Marshmallows. Bickies. We're cheering. Well guys, another day done. I'm here again by myself in front of the fire. Gonna be heading off to bed pretty soon. It's just after 10 o'clock again, and we're gonna be up at 6 tomorrow. I'm tucked in here, and I'm gonna go off to bed. Well, thanks for joining me on this hectic adventure, and I will catch you in the next installment. And make sure you like and subscribe for more cool content from Down Ventures Out.